realized Regis and Finger in the wrong place. Regil, sorry, not Regis, Regil. Or Regil. Okay, so it's not that way. So for some reason, they were... Okay. Someone who wants you dead or someone who wants you to hide something. You right, Jamie? Shouldn't you be wallpaper in there? Ah! Baphomet cultists. El Bahamut. Heed our prayers. Oops. Accept this sacrifice. Curse you all. Praise be to Iomedae. You're dying. The grumbles. Oof, that's not good. It's him, the one who killed our brothers and sisters. Death to the killer. Die. Muljif rises from the stone throw and holds the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cult is holding up the knife over the victim when the altar stops. Muljif is wreathed in blue flame and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now. We're all friends here. Little misunderstanding. You'd thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of Lord Bahamut too. Muljif half turns to you, his right eye twitching, which you interpret as an attempt to wink discreetly. Ain't that right? Yeah. I'm gonna nod wordlessly. Or just face light up. Right, exactly. Pilgrims of the Worldwound. Meet the finest members of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. Why don't we hold off on the sacrifice for now? We need to drink to this happy meeting, am I right? Yeah, let's do that. Tie that one on the end. Tie that one on the altar up again. We'll get around to slaughtering it later. Apparently he must be. I don't know. The cultist exchanged looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the Crescent of the Abyss say so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the Pilgrims of the Worldwound. Why did you attack our brothers? I took them for common brigands. The chief cultist shakes his head and smooths his invisible crease from his gold-embroidered cloak. Yes, our common brothers and sisters do look alike. Worse for wear after their long peregrinations in the Worldwound. It's a pity that such a tragic mistake was made. But when we claim victory for our Lord, all of us shall be draped in gold, that I promise you. The cultist casts a weary glance at your weapon, but pays past it no mark. It's good that the Crescent of the Abyss, our beacon in the darkness and our oracle, has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friend, and after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. Okay. Muljif, the fuck are you doing? Muljif is waiting for you next to the altar, wearily wiping up the sweat from his brow. Phew, I thought I was done for. Could feel it in my tail that they were going to kill me. If you ain't aside for sore eyes, Chief. Then I heard that the gargoyles hadn't got you, and then they were running the show up in Dresden now. I can't tell you how happy that made me. But that night it all happened. I tell you, I was so scared I couldn't see straight. I wandered around, wondered if my chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field with their eyes picked out. Muljif sighs. Even my conscience pricked a little, thinking of how I ran. When you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? The actual paladins were getting cut down left and right and center. And then these pilgrims of the Worldwound tell me that Dresden has been reclaimed, that there's a new commander called Samael. Well, I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dynamos with the same name. It must be you. So I cut my way through the circles around Dresden, and I waited for you to come out. At one point, I got so desperate, I almost went up to the city walls, but I thought better of it. Although, an arrow in the skull would be a better sight than running in fear of Votel. Muljif sucks in a breath and keeps taking in a rush, like he's afraid he'll turn around and walk out. You know Votel? I don't either, but I remember the name, because of what Brother Melrand yelled at the basement that time. I'm going to Habsevin and Votel, or something like that. Anyway, my shadow told me that Votel is that demon, and I should be scared of him, because he's after the moon of the abyss. But the shadows are a whole other story. If you want to know why I haven't just come over to Dresden, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death. Remind me why I should kill you and all these cultists here and now? Because Walt just looks around and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. They will still be useful to us if you decide to help me. And thanks for trying to kill him as soon as you got here, by the way. The leader is a nervous sort. He would have definitely stabbed the lad at the altar if he'd caused a fuss. They think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet's going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. What do you want from me? In a nutshell, Chief, got a bit of a situation here. One wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon Virtiel is in the vicinity somewhere. A good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make Virtiel back off. But without you, I have no chance. Help me? I won't forget it as long as I live. Who is he? All I know is he's the demon that sent Brother Melrund to get the Moon of the Abyss. Now that I have the moon, Votel's after me. I'm already tired of running from him. He's got to catch me soon. I can feel it. Fucking weirdos, what's the point of everyone wearing gold? That makes it stinkingly worthless. Yeah, you got to hoard and drive the stock up. Shooting simulator. What part of the cultists are playing? What part of the cult is playing in your plan? Or just glance around, making sure then you are not overheard. You know why they call themselves pilgrims of the Worldwound? Because they're itching to meet big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they are on a pilgrimage, so that got me thinking. Since they listen to me, we can lead them to Votel and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names, and let the cultists fight Votel for us. It'll be a riot. Cultists helping us take out a demon. Well, what do you think? What good man are you talking about? Me, of course. Woljif folds his arm. I'm a prisoner here, you know, and I suppose there's also the old other fella, Devil, the one that's tied up. I kind of owe him one. I made a dumb mistake, and now he's paying for it. Now, don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess. Except if it wasn't for me, they maybe would have caught him, and he wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These pilgrims kept asking me, will we have long to wait for the favors of Lord Bahamut? As though just because I have my shadow, I should know. What am I, some kind of demon whisperer? I just put on a kind of knowing air and say to them, do as you have been doing, and the favors will come. They took that to mean that they need to keep cutting people up on the altar. I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow, and I kept trying to hold them off, saying that the stars weren't in alignment, that raining eyeballs was a bad omen. I'd run out of ideas before you showed up, Chief. I was just considering just letting them do it. He was a crusader after all, you know. Demons would probably get in by the end of in the end either. Either way, it's not my fault that how they do things. It's either him or me. Woljif sighs and turns away, his tail twitching from side to side in agitation. There's one way to get both of us out of here, but I can't manage it alone. I need your help. Alright, I'll help you deal with Votel. Or Votiel. Woljif's face lights up and the tip of his tail dances through the air. I always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's get back. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrubbed by the bend of the river. It's not far. I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all. But that was when my shadow came out and started pushing me back the other way. He said that Votel would find me easily there. That he'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. I wasn't long turning away from that place, I'll tell you. There's just one other thing. We need to go round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point in leaving them here to be aboard Sif, right? Listen up, brothers, sisters. The shadow has spoken. It says that a demon will come to a secret place, a wasteland where there's almost no trees left next to a bend in the river. We once passed by there, but took a wrong turn and didn't find it. Glorious day. Before we set off, I will say we make a sacrifice. I say let's hold off on the sacrifice. In time's a wasting and demons are busy, you know. Leave your things and go. I must meditate before such an event, and when I'm all meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon to you. Commander, a moment of your time. The young Crusader cautiously gets to his feet, unable to believe that he's finally free. At last the day has come when the odious faces will no longer be looming over me. The cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and take my leave of this place forever. They're over there with the rest of the stolen stuff. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hoped you'd make it out of this somehow. Thanks for your effort, Woljif. Go, time is of the essence. If there's a demon is hunting you, better lure him into a trap and strike first. Who are you? The Crusader bows. Devil Guinevere, at your service. Nobleman, Crusader, and only surviving member of my unit. What are you planning to do now? Find my armor and weapons, find something to eat, and then leave this place as quickly as possible. The Crusader looks ahead with a grim determination. Perhaps I will die in the wound, but I will die with a sword in my hand, not like an animal at a slaughterhouse, and if I do make it out, I shall build a temple in Iomede's honor in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it. You're complaining that your parents don't give you enough money. I think we have slightly different conceptions of what counts as enough money. In any case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and my legacy belong to the goddess who sent you and the commander to my aid. And you end up here. Crusader's eyes stare into the distance solely through my own foolishness. Because of my inability to fight like a man, I thought the crusade would be the best way to make my mark on history. I dreamt of the glory and the respect that would be otherwise denied me as the third son of a noble family. When an officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper, how right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humor. My more experienced comrades died in this cursed place, one after another, but I survived. There was only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone. We were jumping at every shadow, and we still weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked in the night. I should have realized what was happening when we look out when missing. Alright, farewell then. May Omade keep you. Muljif, welcome back. I think he's got 2 levels to make up for. Okay, he's maxed out all of his abilities. Let's give him some athletics. Ooh, fast stealth would be useful. Jump up. Rogue talent does not provoke opportunities when standing up from prone. Ooh. Been knocked on his feet as often as I was expecting, so that's not really going to be too useful. We've caught flat foot, nor do they lose their dexterity bonus to AC if the attacker is invisible. Okay, we'll take Uncanny Dodge. That's a rogue ability that we should have. Spell Magic and Haste. Improve 2-weapon fighting. Definitely. 2 more spells. Protection from arrows, communal, and the invisibility, communal. Definitely.
Something wrong?
One more shocking grasp and a flare burst. I don't need to see invisibility anymore because so we have 2 of you and we'll have 1 more blur. Actually, no. We'll have blindness. And then this one, you, and you. Mythic rank. I gave him always a chance. Let's Mythic sneak attacker, definitely. Get abundant casting. Doesn't really cast that many spells, but abundant casting could probably prove really useful to him. Leading strike. He's our rogue after all. Ah, it's good to have Woljif back.
Godspeed.
I'd say I'd lying if I didn't miss the little bugger. Even if he is an absolute shit. Okay, what's happened? Darian asks for an audience. I guess we'll have to go back soon. Oh, for fuck's sake, he wants me to go all the way up there? Well, we can wait. We're going here first. And right, I'm gonna go grab myself another drink, so I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay.
Oh, quiet now?
We're not stealthy people. You heard my call. A demoness looks down on you from atop the crumbling fortress walls, the same demon you freed from the dungeon in Dresden. And when it appeared in your dream, you were able to observe her properly for the first time, noting her delicate features. The demoness is stunning, but her eerie and unnerving beauty bears only the slightest trace of humanity. Thank you for heeding my call. I did not think you would come. In a flash of insight, you see that Urushael was partly hoping that you wouldn't respond to her summons. Why did you call me here? I want to help you. You want to know where the demons with unusual powers are coming from. There is a creature hiding in the fortress right now who is privy to the demon's schemes. Catch her and she will tell you what you want to know. You wear a symbol of Desna around your neck. Swear on her name that you are telling the truth. I shall press the silver butterfly to her heart. I swear it. I am on your side. If I am planning something wicked, may Desna strike me down where I stand. Who are you? I am a demon, a succubus who has killed many mortal souls, but beyond that, I am also a heretic. I betrayed the demons, cursed their lords, forswore their beliefs and works, and joined the side of the mortals. I may still have not earned the forgiveness for everything I've done, not from Desna, not from the mortals, not even from myself, but I will earn it someday. When the crusades finally defeat the abyss, I will know that I played my part in it. Why are you helping me? I've been helping the Crusaders for the last few years. I spy on the demons, I kill them, I sabotage their weapons, I pass on information about their plans to the mortals via the priest of Desna in Kenabres. I do all this because, stops her gaze and ends in a near whisper, I don't want to be one of them. Let's say I believe you. What then? There's a hag by the name of Jaronica hiding in this forest. She lived here before the fall of Sarcosis, but when the demons arrived, she was happy to throw in with them in her lot with them. The senile old cannibal knows many secrets, including the ones you seek. Beware, you are dealing with a creature that is very old, very devious, and very dangerous. She may not be a demon, but she can move like one. If you hesitate, she will slip from your grasp before you even know it. Fortunately, there is a relic of Desna in this very fortress, the Bell of Mercy. It would help you catch the hag, like a cat in a mousetrap. No, wait. You don't say that, do you? Like a mouse in a cat trap. Wait, never mind. What matters is you must catch her. Hey, doesn't sound like we're getting mixed up and saying that's really got nothing to do with us. There's some ruins and some bell, and a hideous beast. Maybe more than one. And we could die over this, over nothing. And then the people are going to say about me, once I'm dead, we'll jiff the idiot who tried to swipe a rusty old bell. Now that's just shameful. Well, what if I were to tell you that I've once read a dusty tome that said there was treasure somewhere in these ruins? That the army's coffers were left behind when the Crusaders beat their retreat from here. Untold riches, half a year's salary for thousands of warriors. Let's say I knew where to find this hoard. What do you think? Would it be worth your while venturing into these ruins for a cut of, say, 25% of the loot? What's that now? I think I heard 25%, but I'm sure what you meant to say was 40. If that's the case, I'm in. Willjip's eyes are gleaming greedily. So how much gold do you reckon is in there, roughly? How should I know? It's a hypothetical question. Why on earth would an army abandon their coffers full of gold here? Urgent that the most we, the daring treasure hunters, can expect is a handful of coins from a soldier's hidden stash. But 30% of those coins are yours. I'm a man of my word, after all. What can you tell me about this hag? Did you know there are different types of hag? Jarunica is one of the more terrifying types. An Anis hag, the flesh-eater possesses frightening evil magic powers. She's not a demon, but she is not far more cunning than any inhabitants of the abyss. Don't listen to her rigmarole, and don't believe her evasions. Just grab her, put the knife to her throat, and demand straight answers. And don't forget, like demons, she can travel huge distances using magic, but the sound of the bell will stop her from slipping away. Don't listen to her. Kill her immediately. You've fought everything, haven't you? I wonder what it is she might tell us. Are you certain you're not hiding anything from this demon? How will this bell help us? It's an ancient relic of Desna. The Crusaders brought it here when there was still hope for the Sakuras could be retaken easily. Then the world would expanded and the Crusaders were forced to retreat, leaving the bell behind. The demons tried to corrupt it or destroy it, but they couldn't. The bell burned them when they touched it. They managed to rip the bell clapper from it, and they didn't take it very far. Look for it, it should be around here somewhere. Desna imbued the bell with powerful protective magic. If you strike it, all demons in their ilk inside the fortress will be unable to move. The hag cannot move. She will not be able to evade you. How did you know the hag would be here? We know each other of old. Actually, that's not quite true. We have never met in person, but I have been tracking her for quite some time. She shows up here and there, but every time I try to pin her down, she vanishes. I hope this time she won't slip away so easily. Arashil seems agitated, and you detect a tremor in her voice. It seems that hunting this hag means an awful lot to her. You have a sneaking suspicion that the succubus has not told you a full story. Can you help me fight the hag? With a smile, Arashil runs a finger along the string of her bow. Naturally. I understand, let's do it. May Desna aid us.
Wow. Hello,
Stand ready. We march ahead.
You can trust me. I am helpful, am I not?
Defeat is not an option.
Okay. Well, Jeff, let's see if your skills are still as useful as I remember them being. Apparently not. Man.
Endure this!
Darian. Sheila. Fuck, I got fucked by the game again.
You are today's sacrifice.
Yep, knew that was coming. I hate rocks, they are so annoying. Apparently, I'm staggered, but I don't know why. Damn it, poisoned.
This pain is excruciating.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both? Hot.
How bad has she been put down? Only -1 so far. Lan, I need you to kill... Well, just kill wherever you can see, mate. Nice shades. Ah, he can't do restoration just yet. That's poison, so remove sickness ain't gonna exactly help on that one. I don't think I gave him the remove sickness, remove neutralize poison. I did. Damn, he failed. Okay, Seela. Gotta get rid of that as quick as possible. Camellia. Both of you failed to do it. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. Samael, you are some reason still not able to do a full turn. Which makes no sense, but okay.
Tactical retreat.
Okay, Lan, you need to get rid of that.
Wrong mom.
Okay, Darian, you know, we're just gonna have to heal, well, everyone. Seela.
Into the fray.
Okay, Camellia, you are still poisoned. Your health is going down shockingly quick. And it's not actually going down as quick as I'd expected, so that's okay.
Go for their hearts.
Shit. Okay. Okay, Samael.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, we gotta fuck up that mirror image.
Distract them from me.
Yeah, Wooljiff really isn't the type who's good at, like, stopping stuff like that. Okay, she's now -4 con.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Right, first things first, neutralize that fucking poison. Okay, if you fail to just get rid of the poison, just fucking make sure her restoration's okay. Fuck, he just sucks at
What's on
dispelling
your
poison.
mind? I wonder.
Ask nicely.
Rules are made.
Okay, if she beat it, we're all good then. Okay, that sucked. And yay, masterwork! They finally have masterwork spears. Good.
Our path leads on. Our
I don't know
time
why
is
I got fucking. I guess it must be my reflex save or something. There must be something that I'm not noticing that's causing both me and Darian to have problems. Wonder what it is. Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
These magics should be used in other ways.
The Iroden's Wrath. Iroden's Wrath. The Holy Scab, while equipped, alters upon Smite Evil class ability, changes type to AC. Collection Sacred. Additionally, whereas first attack every round deals an additional 1d4. But evil characters can't equip it. Gimme. I am the leader of this crusade. I get all the cool relics.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Together we
I'll watch your
stand.
back.
I will help where
Let
I
us not
can.
hesitate.
Trust me. The spirits guide me.
Now I just gotta hope that I'm not sending her to a situation where she's gonna get attacked. Because her stealth isn't great.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Oh, it's one of them.
The waiting's never
Lovely.
fun.
We will win this war.
I will see this through.
Not accept my strike.
And there's whatever the fuck that is as well.
I stand ready.
Let's have some fun.
Retriever. Melia, make yourself known and just wait. Hey, Lan.
Endure this.
Beautiful. Well, Jiff. Sheila, just move forward and just move forward enough to, you know, show that you're a problem. I do not know what these are. They're level 11s. And what level's that? Still not as bad as level 15 construct though.
I'll cut you wide open. Ha!
Oh, there's a big boy as well.
Do not hold
Interesting. Hey, Lan. You see that?
back. Make every
Kill it.
strike count.
I'm gonna say, if we didn't kill that, it's gonna be a problem, because that does a lot of fucking damage.
Time to share
Okay,
your
Woljif,
treasures.
just do what you can. Dealer,
The light
damage, please.
take you.
Hey, Darian, you're, this is not going well.
I will see to your demise.
The spirits demand your blood.
Yeah, that needs to go down first, definitely.
Strike as one.
Hey, Lan. Gonna need you to get rid of that one.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
Well, Jiff, you were a lot worse than I remember. Arsenal hasn't scored a single goal so far this year. Well, I mean,
The inheritor. Guide
I don't know anything about football, so... Darian,
Precision. And
so you may want to kill him. That was a shame. You missed.
You are today's sacrifice.
can't I now?
Well, there's Woljif nearly dead. Jesus.
Attack. You won't survive me.
Huh, it got me to fall over. A bit rude.
to the fray.
Beautiful. That one's dead. I mean, dude, I literally pay no attention to football. I have no interest in it.
I'll make short work of this.
That's okay, Darren. You'll eventually learn to actually hit.
We shall overcome.
A lot of attacks you just got on me there, friend.
Do not hold back. Endure this.
There we go. We hit him. It's a boring sport. What can I say?
Out of my sight.
Darian, will you just please hit
You
him?
wide open.
Strike as one.
I like how I just seem to be able to hit, right? Kill
Every
it.
strike count.
Come on, Lan. There we go.
No glory without risk.
Okay, Darian. We'll save your healing for now, but... we still have Bless, so you don't need to bless us, so just shoot.
I will see to your demise.
Go on, Camilla, you get the kill.
Demand your blood.
Or you don't. He suffered a crippling wound. Well, it's because he's an idiot. And because I had
Samael,
terrible
the
positioning
world's
there.
Not ending just yet.
No, seriously, it's boring. I can't stand football.